Hi guys! Welcome to the live stream. We're here in Helsinki, Finland at Jimmy, and well, of course, bonsoir tout le monde. Here is Mr. Edouard Doye! Say hi!
Hi! Hello!
So now you can start sending your questions through the live stream. You can write your questions to the event or the live stream chat. And Edouard, can you just briefly first tell who you are, what your plans at the moment, and some future plans, and what you've done in pole?
Oh, my name is Edouard Doye, and I'm a pole acrobat. I came from the circus, so I'm a pole French champion in 2010, pole art champion in 2011, and since 2012 I'm working for Cirque du Soleil. So that's it, and I'm here for a week with Ona Kevala for have fun and good training, and that's it.
Perfect. Okay, we have our first question. The first question talks about your favorite moves. So just tell me a little bit, if we're talking about pole, what are some specific moves that you really...
What I like on pole? I don't think there's a specific move I like. I like a lot of things. I like to learn the tricks and to try to grow up the tricks. Yeah, to find an evolution on it. So it can be everything. There's I like the handstand walk with the pole. I think it's really interesting, and there's so much stuff to do with it. And I like the drops also. And for me, pole is really like a family of many things to do. So you have the straight walk with all the flags, the turning flag, all the dynamic with the fungi, all the drops, and all the move, the dance move you can do. So it's like going up and down, imagine you walk on the floor, but instead of, you're on the verticality. So that's really interesting, how you move into this verticality. So this is really things, a total things I like.
Right.
On the pole. Yeah.
Okay, we have Jacqueline Elizabeth Diaz-Ore who's asking this phenomenal handstand that you did, the dragon flag, is that the correct name?
Dragon flag, yeah.
Yeah, so she would like to know, obviously she's interested in the move, and she wants to know what are the preparation for that particular handstand.
For the dragon flag. So there's a lot of, first thing first, I think you really have to walk your handstand. So against a wall and after free, somewhere. Because you really have to build all the deep muscle and understand how to push on the shoulder. Because there's a lot of things like the brass monkey flag or whatever, all these things when you're upside down into your hand, there's really something important. It's to really stretch, to extend your body, to rise your body, and to push on your shoulder. So this is things you have to understand. Then when you get enough stronger, you can try to balance arms to arms, because you have to hold all your body on one arm, who is a bit more difficult than on two hands. And then it's a question of a balance, how to go on the side. It's it's a bit complicated like this to explain, but I think this foundation, the handstand, is for sure. So walk your handstand, walk the balance arm to arm, and don't forget that you always have to rise your body. Think you're always older than you are. I mean, like taller than you are. Always, always, always rise your body. Everything, every time.
And I remember when we were actually practicing this move in Paris, because this was a new move for me too. And like what I was doing when we were doing the handstand, I could do just a straight handstand here. Like this was no problem. But what was different that when I started doing it, I started kind of falling away from it.
Yes.
And that was not the idea.
Yeah, normally you really have, it's like the handstand, we call the flag handstand, on handstand, like without the pole.
Yeah.
So if you want, your arm is really like parallel on the pole.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to push, then to extend, to
Yes.
curve all the
Yeah.
sides and think you're between two walls and then fall on the side.
Yeah.
And
If I go here, you can show.
mhm.
So from here, where does it bend?
Here you have to push on your shoulder and start to bend here on the ribs.
Yeah.
Come back. Yes.
That is so much pain in your head. But like you could see when I was actually in the handstand, it's kind of like pushing up and curving to the side.
Exactly.
And not falling at all.
There's some handstand or you can cheat like this.
Yeah.
You know, you can fall, but you have to know where are you
Yeah,
know, all the
yeah.
time.
So it's really just here. Can
Yes.
you show it?
I'm gonna try. Maybe I'm gonna bounce on the side, but let's try. So for the figures, for example,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like go on the diagonal, but for this,
Cool.
that's it.
So there's a lot of variations
A lot of
what
variation.
you can do. But yeah, definitely the foundation of the handstand. So you need to be able to stand both hands, thinking about up
Yes.
and then extending.
Always grow up your body. Always push
Yeah,
on your shoulder.
yeah.
Always.
I think that's a common mistake, that you kind of go down in it. And it's really about extending it.
People do that all the time, even for classic flag. You know, they forget all the chain of the muscle and how it's important to really like extend your body. Even if you do a plank, you don't do a plank like this. You have really to rise
Yeah,
your body, then go to the horizontal.
yeah,
Always grow up yourself. Always, always.
yeah, right, gotcha. Okay, Nadine wants to ask about the flexibility. Your question is, how important is flexibility for male pole dancers?
I
So
think.
compared to female.
Yeah, I think it's more easier for a female to work the flexibility, cause the anatomically, like the hips and all this. For a man, all depend the nature. So I saw people and even me like without flexibility, but with like you can work on it. It's really long, but yeah, you have to. I think it's important, even if you don't look flexible,
Yeah.
to work the flexibility. That's the things you have to work, you know, just for let it breathe the muscle, you know, because when you walk, you accumulate tension on the muscle and you become tight, so you need to let it flow, you know, inside all the oxygen, all the blood. So flexibility is part of the workout. I can say, like,
Yeah.
yeah, really.
There is no way of even master any top tricks if there is no flexibility.
Oh, I have friends. They're not flexible at all, and they can
Yeah?
they do stuff. You know, it's like they always like a variation to
Okay.
let it believe that you're flexible. You know.
Right, right.
But all depend your mood. All depend the tricks you want to work.
Yeah.
There's people they work kids since they're like little, so they're like it's all depend. You know, we all have the different morphology,
Yeah.
different background, and after you have to make the choice. I mean, whatever, if you want to be like, if you want to show flexibility or something like that, I think just flexibility is important for the body as a condition, you know.
Yeah.
And then if you find a trail for work on it and for use it as tricks, yeah, do it.
Yeah. So how flexible are you?
How flexible I am?
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm really lazy. And
like me.
I have my middle split, my right split, left split. But yeah, that's it.
Middle split?
Yeah, middle split.
Yeah.
I used to be flexible on the shoulder before because I was doing trapeze and I was doing like dislocation and stuff. But with the time, it gave me pain on the shoulder because after that I work on the pole, and it's true, on the pole you're really like against yourself. So I didn't really have I didn't really manage myself. I just wanted to take care of me, but not to work really on it. So yeah, all depend on people.
Yeah.
I make the choice for be like this, so that's it.
We want to know, Xenia is asking, is there a particular pole move you're working on now, and have you succeeded already? Or what would be something in your world? Like, we look at you and you can do everything. So what is something you are working on?
There's a lot of things I'm working on, and like with the spinning, for example. I mean, I try to. Yeah, I have an idea, for example, like the set of flags, you know, spinning. This is a thing like I was not available to do it first, and I just work on it and try to develop it. Now my goal is to do a lot.
Yeah. So what do you mean on spinning?
On spinning.
Like combos?
Yeah, and work on the endurance. So how I can. Yeah, there's a lot of tricks. It's like the cartwheel also.
Yeah.
I'm doing the cartwheel on the fix, and I'm trying to do it with the spinning pole.
Right.
So yeah.
Can you show for everybody the cartwheel, what he's talking about? You can see in Pole Art 2011, there's a major pole move that he's going around the pole and then again around the pole. Can you show where it starts, just a basic starting grip, because that's an interesting grip.
Yeah. So yeah, the this is like, I call this key, the key. So like a legs key, or shoulder key, a brachial key, or a biceps key. And the biceps key is like the start and the ending for the cartwheel. So this is a tricks like a lot of people do on Chinese pole. And it just, yeah, you have to be like this. It's a bit weird. Imagine I'm on my shoulder, I'm doing like a shoulder mount, then I'm going on the side like this.
Oh, smart.
Okay, so I have my key. I just have to bring down my arms a little bit. I'm never gonna grip the pole like this, never. I always fix it like this, and I put all my arms and my biceps against my chest. Then with the upper hand, it's gonna be like my, how to say, I will pull
it kind
with
of
it.
pushes you, or pull,
So, like for example, my right hand never gonna move, so it stays fixed. And the upper hand, it will give the action with all the side of my body. So I will start like this, then go all around, and only this hand's gonna find the way to the down, and I will arrive exactly at the same position, but as a mirror, you know?
Yeah.
So, like this. And you can see that I have the same position, so it means I can going back.
Exactly, because that's what I was looking, that you can do one, and then you go directly back.
Yes.
Cool.
And there's a trick called the o'clock. It's like you go like this, clack, 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 clack. So that's pretty fun to do. It was a bit intense, you know, for all the abs belt, but that's really nice to look.
So when you do it, you're basically completely aerial, right?
Yes, it's a fall.
Yeah.
So you're like you're falling over.
Right. So when you start, do you like cast your leg? No. You just need to be able to really just push yourself.
I think it's important. Yeah. You have to push yourself, because okay, you can do on the floor, but if I start here, I will finish here.
Yeah.
Because it's a move who is going down, you know, because my upper hand going down.
Yeah. But when you're up, do you grab to the pole and then push from
yes,
there?
I'm going like this.
Okay, gotcha.
Like Cupidon, then I catch here and I go.
Okay. So you guys work on that move. And like I said, you can see from Poleranking, there's a video, Edouard Doye, Pole Art 2011, the winner of that year. So check out that cartwheel move. Okay, we need to move to the next one. We have Teresa. No, just a sec. Mia Lang is asking, how come you started with pole? How did you find pole?
How? Oh, so I was doing circus, and the thing is, I got the vertigo. So I don't know why I was catched by all the aerial. Maybe because it was to fight against this fear, you know. So I started to do trapeze, and I was doing trapeze and a lot of aerial, like tissue, cord, etc., like rope and silks. But I really liked the trapeze because I have to grab something strong, you know, in my hand. And yeah, and I think like most of the children, they like to climb on the tree. And one day I saw like a circus, like from Shanghai, and I saw this amazing collective of Chinese pole, and I didn't know what it was. There was like 4 pole and like a thousand of Chinese doing like a crazy thing, like jump, all the work we can imagine. It was really amazing, and I don't know, I had like a feeling like, okay, I want to do it. And at this time, there is no pole in France. So that was, yeah, that was funny, because I came to my school circus and I said, all right, I want to do Chinese pole. Like, yeah, but nobody do Chinese pole, you know, in France.
Right.
I was like, yeah, but let's try, you know.
Yeah.
So we tried to, I don't know, to drill something. And I had this pole who was flying. We tried to fix it with mat. And I was looking all the video I can find, like Santa for Cirque du Soleil, the Cirque of Shanghai, the Cirque of Pyongyang, it's in Korea, where they like doing tricks of Chinese pole, and I was like drawing all the tricks, and after go back to my school circus and try it. And yeah, step by step, the bird make his nest, and it was really funny, this pole, how we can't fix it, so we decided to leave the mat and use it really completely as a flying pole,
right,
with all the 3/6 and the spin of the 3/6, etc., and the balance, you know. It was really interesting. So we work on it, and in 2000, I think, or 2001, I don't remember, we did a festival in Circa, who is really famous in France, and I present my first act. It was an act of flying pole. It was just a year after I started circus. And that was really important for me, because a lot of things happened after it.
Yeah.
So that's it. And then I went to a school circus, and I had the opportunity to climb on a real pole, and that was pretty funny, because flying pole is a bit more difficult.
Yeah.
So to climb on a pole, that was much easier, because
right,
I didn't have to fight against the inertia. So it's not like this. And of course, I've seen show with a guy doing pole, but it was not like that at all. Like Chinese pole before was exactly like a pole of pole dance, you know, it was a metal, and you have to mix wax and acetone or something. Instead of put a grip on your hand or on your body, you put it on the pole.
Yeah. And
then you climb on it, and you can see there's a lot of circus, like in Africa, for example, like on a circus traditional, they like wear like they're on an underwear kind of. Well, it's a costume, you know, but they need the skin for grab the pole.
Yeah.
So it's really like there's really like an interesting evolution. Then we find another grip, you know, like with neoprene. So we have to cut the neoprene and stick it on the pole. Then we find the rubber, you know, who is at the beginning for the canalization of the, you know, of your bathroom, etc.
Yeah.
And we just took it and we put it, and we did like a lot of tests, and yeah, that's how is it. And I'm sure it's gonna have another evolution again.
Yeah.
You know, it's always moving, always changing, and people like they always like try to learn, like to discover new tricks, new material, and that's it.
Yeah, cool. Okay, here's a really cool, interesting question. Teresa is asking, what do you think, which moves look best for men without looking too feminine? Like, what do you see as a, because we do have a lot of men that kind of maybe do not want to do pole as a feminine sport. Well, also we have those, but what are those moves and quality? What makes pole a very masculine, like with which moves?
I think the first thing in my head is like all the straight, so all the plank and the flag.
What do you think about dancing, for example? Because I mean, we see you move in a way as a dancer too, but I don't think you look feminine at all when you do pole.
I don't know.
Except your legs, they're pretty and long and really lean. Mine are bigger.
I don't know. That's funny because I don't think when I'm doing pole, it's just a question of pleasure and a question of feeling.
Yeah.
I remember me watching this video a long time ago, and everybody remember this video of Felix Kane.
Yeah.
And I had like an impact because I was looking for like vocabulary on the verticality.
Yes.
And at this time, people was not using YouTube as we use it now. There's no Facebook also.
Yeah.
So it was like, try to find a vocabulary, then you do all the tricks you know, and then you try to search new way to move on this verticality, and you try to search, and you. So I think it's really personal. I don't know how to answer this question, but it's just a question of feeling, and for men, for sure, like all the dynamic and all the straight move, they're like really masculine, but I don't think it makes sense now because the girl do it too.
Yeah.
So there's really like a balance, between the two sex, and it's more. I will recommend like more like the personality, your style, how you share it, how you show it.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. It's like be yourself when you do something. When you climb on the pole, when you move on the pole. Don't try to, because this trick is cool, I'm gonna learn it and I'm gonna show it.
Yeah.
It's like, what can I do for be, I don't know, like the best or whatever. Do the things for you,
Yeah.
If you like to move like this, move like this, If you like these tricks, okay, do it. It's like, I don't know, like everybody got his personality, and this is how it makes you unique, because we all different. And that's a thing. Nobody is the same, nobody. So think about it. Don't copy the people or the tricks or the combo you've seen before.
Definitely, remember that. Don't be a copycat, be yourself.
But be yourself, really.
That's hard though. That's so hard though, when you're watching different videos, you have your idols. And
yes, but when I saw Felix Kane, I didn't
I remember
wear
that
red
moment
stuff.
too when I saw her video the first time.
You see, I didn't say,
amazed.
okay, I'm gonna be sexy. No, I'm gonna be myself.
Yeah.
But it's just a question of inspiration, and everything. Like in circus, we mix the arts. Like we call that the brothers' arts. Painting, movie, like everything. Like music, everything around has to feed you. If you have this, if you like soul is enough open, like you have to let it go all the time, you have to let it flow, everything, like your sensation, your feeling, sensitivity. Don't be shy and accept who you are and go through this stuff. Like find deeply on you what you really want, and just go ahead, really. Yeah.
Okay, we have a really funny question that I want to also know the answer myself. We want to know, how do you get your private parts away from the pole when you do your flips? You don't hit them?
What? When I jump to pole?
I don't know. Whatever moves you do, like I don't know, like maybe the flips from coming here or something that is like really close.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
We girls want to know because we don't have that what you have. So.
I didn't think I had a problem. And the
Ever
problem
done
with
it?
this-
Ever hurt your nuts?
Except, yes, I hurt my nuts sometime, but it was before when I was like a student. And sometimes it happened. It arrived not so long time ago in New York.
Yeah.
I was doing cartwheel, and I hit the ball with my wheelie, and it was a bit painful. And it was the first time it happened because I did the cartwheel so many times. So you never you never know. But for the jump pole to pole, we was really scared, when you jump here and you have to catch with the legs.
Yeah.
That was a thing, like
So what do you mean from pole to pole?
jump pole to pole. This is really like typically...
Like between two poles?
Yeah, traditional on the Chinese pole.
Okay.
There's a video like this on YouTube with one of my good friends from China, and it's really short, but we do like jump pole to pole, and when I learned this, it takes a lot of time, you have like a lot of a step to do. But yes, I bought coquille, something like you can put here. So it was cool because I didn't hurt,
Yeah.
but the things was hurting my legs, because I was like slapping, hit the things on my legs. So I decided to take it away.
Take it off.
And we have different technique, like for put, but after it's just I don't know, just do it, and it's happened. I saw a lot of girls like really hurt
their boobs.
the boobs with the fungi.
Yes.
So everybody.
Oh my god, it hurts so bad.
Yeah, true. So everybody got his weakness, and everything is possible. So it just we always hurt. A part of us body. So whatever.
Okay, the next question is, do you use any grip aid for your hands?
For the pole dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
What do you use?
What I use?
Do you have any specific, like Mighty Grip?
Yeah, I use Mighty
Tight
Grip.
Mighty Grip?
I use the Mighty Grip, and sometimes when I'm really scared, I think I'm gonna sweat a lot, because that's really like a fear for a lot of pole dancers. I use the Mighty Grip plus, how do you say the résine? It's comment tu dis la résine?
Je sais pas.
It's like a little bag with
like magnesium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not magnesium, but
no?
Colophane.
Oh, right, kind of like sweating.
It's this yellow thing we use for rock climbing, for example.
Okay, gotcha.
So I just put the Mighty Grip, do my hand like this, and then I take the resin, and I don't touch my hand. I'm not gonna, frotter mes mains entre elles.
Yeah.
So I just stay like this, and I wait, and I go on stage.
Okay, so Ola, yes, Mr. Doye does sweat in his hands, and he also gets scared, as he said, so he's a normal human being. And he does get a little sweat, so you do get sweaty in your hands.
Of course.
Okay, because I don't.
Okay.
So, but...
Yeah, I think we always sweat, and when you have the stress, I think it's one of the first parts who get wet.
Yeah, of course,
So after, everything is relative, everything, I don't know, everybody is different, just don't think, what is your weakness, what is your... And you have to manage, your things with that, and just go ahead. Don't think too much, just go ahead.
Okay, so Wes is asking, do you have any tips for getting into the Phoenix?
The Phoenix?
Yes.
Well, it's funny. That's the tricks I do, but I never did on
really?
On competition.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love that move. It's a beautiful move.
It's a beautiful move, and I did a variation in 2010 on the spinning pole and on top of the pole.
Wow.
So, but a lot of people do it now, but they don't call it a Phoenix. But
I mean, it's kind of just going around the pole and lifting it up.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So, whatever, if you're on the floor, in the middle, on top of the pole, well, it's complicated. Take a private and I will teach you,
Yeah, and Wes, you need to give us more specific, where are you, what is your problem really? Because I mean, is it the spinning part? Because when I do teach it in the workshops, So there's like definitely two parts. There's the lifting part up, and then there's just the basic like is the spin working. So there's really two different things.
It's
so
true.
Wes, you can give us more details on that. Okay, next is what kind of reaction have you got from outside the pole community for being a male pole dancer? So it's like for people who don't know you and ask what you do, and you say, yes, I'm a pole dancer. So what kind of reactions does that?
Okay, first thing, I consider myself as an acrobat.
Yes.
So I'm an acrobat.
He can always say, I'm in the circus, I work for Soleil, and he's cooler than us.
No, yeah, I'm an acrobat. I mean, we are everybody acrobat, you know?
Yeah, of course.
At the time, we do like crazy shit, like, you know, on the pole or whatever, you know, like going upside down and just like be a kid, you know? It's like, we are acrobats, you know? So after, what do you do specifically? I don't know, I have no shame about like I'm doing pole, you know? Because I love what I do, and I really like, I think I have the word for explain what I'm doing, you know? And I have the material also, I can show video and stuff, and I have like a more Chinese pole, more pole dance and different style, and also I work with choreographers, so they like manage you to do the things, so you have the things you do and the things you do for something, you know?
Right.
And that's the thing, and you have to, it's just like explain what you do, there's no problem with it. And more now, because now the level is so high, even for the, you know, like everybody, the girl and stuff, it's like on every sport, like you see breakdancing like in, you know, in 2000 and in 2005, right now, you know, like the level is so high, so you have an evolution for everything. So that's a sport, that's an art.
Yeah.
That's like the combination of it. After, if you show it like more on a theater way, more on a dance way, more on a whatever, you know, it's like this is your problem, and I don't care, you know. I do what I do, and I love what I do. And after, what the people think about it, that's them problem, that's them feeling, you know. But it corresponds at them sensation and them background, you know. So if they like it, okay, cool, but that's then emotion, you know, then sensibility. It's not mine, that's them. If they don't like it, it's the same, you know.
Gotcha.
And everybody is so different.
Do not ask anyone. Just tell what you do, and don't give a shit. Okay. There is one question from Mia. Well, I'm gonna answer for you because I mean it's a difficult question to ask. I mean you're asking for the advice for people who don't have a pole studio close to you. So just so you know, poleandariel.com is an online pole school where you can basically buy lessons, and then you can do, let's say you have a pole at home, you can be teaching at home or like practicing the moves at home. I don't know if Edouard wants to give you any advice for specific, if you don't have a pole studio close to you, what do you do?
I'm an autodidact.
Huh?
I'm an autodidact, so I learn by myself.
Right.
Mostly. So I just check the video, draw the tricks, and try to reproduce the tricks. That's
I
what
like
I did.
that. Draw the tricks. I've never drawn any tricks. That's interesting.
You take like buy a book and just like you know, draw it and practice it. And that was funny because after I learned with a teacher, how we call the lauscher in Chinese, it's the master. So I had two lauscher, and it was funny because I was learning by myself, and when I met my teacher, Monsieur Tian, who I really like, that's a guy really important for me.
Yeah.
And he said, right, you do all these things, now you're gonna go back from the base. And everything...
That's very interesting, listen to this carefully.
And every time you have to... I had this moment, even when I was in China, I almost spent 2 years in China. I was finished my school, already worked with different company, theater, dance, music hall, and I decided I was so frustrated about my, you know, my school and stuff. I mean, I love my school, but I wanted to learn more because everything goes fast. Like immediately people catch me for work with them, and I was like, but I don't finish my studies, you know.
Yeah.
But so I decided to quit all the job, go to China, and I didn't touch the pole at all.
Right.
I was doing like conditioning, flexibility, straight,
Excellent.
handstand.
We love that.
So this is a thing, like really important. And then I went to the pole 2 weeks before the French competition, and I did this competition. For pole art, it was the same. I went back to France. I just worked on it 2 weeks before the competition, and I did the competition. You know? It's like my body is ready. And in China, they work like this. They prepare a body. So you're gonna do your tricks on the pole. Okay, that's cool. But if you want to like evaluate on the things, you know, you have a really important work on the side to do. Who is really like the everything, you know. If you want like a good evolution of the pole on whatever you do, you have to do like a condition, like a physical condition. That's really important.
Yeah. So for you, Mia, I mean, the obvious thing, I mean, you don't, it's not, pole is not about working the pole all the time. I have to say, from my point of view too, I do pole maybe 2-3 times a week. All the other one is breakdance, conditioning, functional training. I mean, there is so much more to it. So just get involved, whatever, you know, acrobatic class, dance class, whatever. You need to really build your body, and you do not build your body on the pole. You do build it everywhere else, and you work on it, and the workout has to include pole, but it cannot be only there.
Yeah,
okay, we need to
be curious.
go more further. Next we have Anna-Maja Newman from Sweden, and you were not able to perform in pole art this year due to injury. And did you get this injury from pole, or do you have any tips on how to avoid injuries when training a lot? This is an excellent question, Anna-Maja, and I'm really eager to hear your points on the injury.
Yes. So yes, I had an injury, that's true, but you have to also know that I'm working for Cirque du Soleil, and I signed a contract of exclusivity with Cirque du Soleil. So I think I give you the answer. That's why this is the deal, you know, like they really care of you, and I'm so thankful for that. So yeah, you have to accept the things. And so that's it. About my injury, I think it's like you always have injury, and with this level is a part of the deal. So it's the balance. More you evaluate on the things, more you have injury. That's all. If you do like a little bit of acrobatic, you will have less injury. If you do a lot of acrobatic, you are most aware to have a injury. You know, that's normal. That's the deal. That's the balance. You know.
Yeah.
So this is part of the job. You know, your body, when you learn, every time, you always have a part of you destruct yourself for rebuild yourself. And this is like this, like every time. I remember, I really love like this guy, Alexander Mcqueen, who like, there's a book called Savage Beauty. This book is amazing. And there's like some quotes on the book. And think about it, this guy was like, making free suit for the Prince Charles, all right? If you see what he did before his death, like, that's completely crazy. But what I learned from this, he got the technique. So he like really learned all the base for evaluate, and he talked about destruct for rebuild. And this is really important. You always have to pass by destruct something. Everything is relative, you know. I'm not saying like, don't take it like at the extreme, you know.
Yeah.
But like I learned myself, then I have the teacher. I have to destruct what I learned for rebuild new things. Then I meet another people, you know, choreographer, and I have to destruct and to rebuild something. And it's always like this, always, always, always.
Yeah.
So injury is the same. You pass by this, you destruct the part of yourself, and you learn from it, you know. And that's so rich, you know. Like for my injury, I got a really bad injury. I was like on a wheelchair for 3 months, laying on the bed after for 1 month, going to rehab center. It was really intense. I lose a lot of weight. It was like, I don't know how to explain, but that was really intense.
You should have seen him like 6 months ago. He was angry.
And
an angry man.
I would always like optimist and positive, because I think it's, I don't know, I'm like this. So that's fine. But always take the positive of the situation.
Yeah.
And I learned so much. I mean, the year I spent with the injury and all the rehab, that was one of the best years of my life.
Yeah.
Really, I meet so many people, you know, they like share and help me to be back on shape, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing, you know. It was like intense. You question yourself, but always in a good way. And yeah, it's part of the job. Injury, like, there's no like, yeah, that's the deal. That's the deal, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And very important thing for Anna-Maja too, for this particular question about the injuries, what he was saying in the other comment was that what one of his coaches said, now we start from the beginning. So it's like, seriously, people, when you're going up to your levels, you kind of need to think to go back and rebuild your body and really make sure it is ready for your new moves. It does happen a lot of times that you see a new trick. Let's talk about like the deadlifts. Your body is definitely not maybe prepared for it. It is not like still strong enough for the deadlifts. What do? You just do deadlift, deadlift, deadlift. No, you need to prepare your body elsewhere. You need to really like focus on the basics to build your body. And yeah, so let's go.
I just want to say something about it.
Yeah.
I learned fungi with my teacher. Then I left the school. I was meeting him sometime, but for about 1 year, I was doing the fungi on show. A lot of time, you know. A year after, I came back to him, and he said to me, all right, you did your fungi for 1 year, now I'm gonna tell you how to correct it. So he let me with a fungi. I was like sure that was the fungi, you know, like there's no question about it. But he said, now you like digest your tricks. I assimilate a lot of move of tricks about the food, you know.
Yeah.
Like you eat, then you have a digestion, you know.
Yeah.
It's the thing. So he let me like eat my fungi and digest my fungi. I arrived, and by I don't know which reason, he said, now I'm gonna tell you all the little detail for make it better. And I was like, what? But it changed the tone. Really,
Right.
really, really. So be open mind, you know, like really like don't be scared to like don't be proud about your things. Always if someone gonna give you an advice, like take it.
Yeah.
Like take it definitely.
Yeah.
You know, we're not like a you know.
Yeah, we can't know everything. We're coming back to the Phoenix. And Wes has struggles with the lifting part.
Ooh la la, conditioning.
Yeah, conditioning. But I have to tell you, Wes, one thing that will help you. I would say every move that you're still struggling, kind of like, let's say you're coming from down, you want to lift something up. Just like a quick example of what you can do is reverse it. So negatives. Let's say you bring it from up, which is easier. Bringing it down, bringing it up again, and bringing it slowly down. So whatever move you have, I would say a very good advice would reverse the move and just kind of do negatives for those moves in order to condition that particular move. Do you approve?
100% agree. I learn like this.
Yeah.
And that's what I said every time when I meet people, like doing a negative.
Yeah.
My plank, I did it myself. I was like falling, and one day, tuck,
Yeah.
we fix it.
Yeah.
There's no secret.
Yeah, yeah. So work on your negatives, Wes. And next, okay. Hey Edouard, this is James. Hi James. I'm working on brachial to brachial. How
yeah.
to avoid doing the fish?
What do you
Best-
call the fish?
I don't know.
What is the fish? You know, in pole dance, you give like crazy name for everything.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I'm from the circus, you know, like
So brachial to brachial.
brachial to brachial.
Okay.
Alright.
So
What he wanna know
how to
specifically.
avoid doing the fish? James, what is the fish? We don't know. Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll go more. People are thanking you for being so precise and so informative. So much talk. Oh, somebody says hi to me. Hi, Miriam. Oh, Wes wants to see something on pole.
Ooh.
Ooh, what are we gonna see, Mr. Doye?
They want to see something, like ask question, man.
They want to see something on pole.
What?
Let's see something.
All right.
Any favorites? Oh yes. Okay, Wes. Thank you for this question.
No.
This was an excellent question. I didn't know how to ask in a nice way in order to get to take his shirt off.
Thank you, Wes, because I'm not
Thank you,
warm
Wes.
at all.
All the girls, everybody thanks you.
And
Nice. Yes. Yes. There he goes. Oh, we're loving it. Pretty. Yay. Applause, everybody. We want all your comments on how that looked into your screen. Thanks. Okay, next one. Mina loves you. Let's see. How much is the fish? What is the fish? We don't know what this fish is.
explain.
Yeah.
The fish.
To twist too early. Okay, so brachial to brachial. He wants to know to twist too early.
You want to know
what
to
is
twist too
brachial?
early.
For me, I don't know. Let's explain to
Brachial.
everybody what this move is, because I don't know.
Brachial is what you call on pole dance brass monkey.
Okay.
Brachial is this. Okay?
Okay.
So you have the right and you have the left brachial.
Okay.
So you have to work the solidity, you know, of your brachial, the left and the right. To understand that you will have to squeeze here strongly. It's not mean you stick on it. Every move you can breathe. Don't forget that, like every move you can breathe on the move. So squeeze here, and the hand here, it has to be like to push and a bit forward, because you will respect all the natural line and the chain of the muscle, you know. More you push on the shoulder, more you're safe. If you're like this, you will bend. If you're already like this, where can you go? You know? Even if after, when you do it, you bend, you know? In your mind, it has to be like this. You have to be clear on your mind, even if you're in your mind, even if the body don't follow it, you know? That's a thing. After, yeah, you really have to walk the bounce, you know, the bracket.
Okay, can you get one more time? Like, I'm not sure if I'm the only one who doesn't get it. So this is a brachial.
Yeah.
How do you change from brachial to brachial? What is that move? What are we talking about?
We talk about Heidi Cooker did it
Okay.
in Poleranking this year.
Right?
She passed from a brachial and she passed
Oh!
front of the pole and
Yes.
go back to the opposite brachial.
Okay, so basically you're coming from here up, you change and you
Yes.
go here. Oh, I
You
love
go
that
here,
move.
you kick with the heel, go kind of the plank, twist, and you know, like it's gonna take a bit of time for explaining it.
Right.
But
what he's
the
really
important thing, yeah.
Yeah, what James is really asking is like, so the fish is when you twist before passing. Oh, like this part.
So the fish, it's a name of.
Oh, I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, forget the fish.
Yeah.
The thing is, work on your brachial. If you can, like just on this brachial, kick here
Yeah.
and have like a flat position that we call the banana. This is the spoon, this is the banana.
Yeah.
So you have to pull with the heel, you
Yeah.
know, behind.
So arching a little your back
Yes,
and
arch.
then twisting.
yes. So you have to be strong with the right and you have to be strong with the left. Okay? Then after, when you arrive, you will find like a point or you can twist. So, I mean, it was hard to explain like this, you know, when you kick your heel, Yeah, you're just gonna switch and pass the other brachial. So you will squeeze with these arms and catch the pole after with the other one. It's like on the fungi, when you come back from the shoulder, you always have these arms first and then this second one. And then if it looks the same, the one you squeeze is your safety. So be strong with it.
Okay, I'm gonna go forward. There's one more question about different kind of conditions. That would take forever. What you need to do is come to Finland, to Jimmy, and take my power pole class. That's what I call a hardcore, like, conditioning class.
That's really good.
He did it yesterday. This morning, he woke up, he says,
I'm sore.
I'm sore, Ola, I'm sore. Okay, next question from Vanessa. Isn't it tricky for male pole dancers to do floor works?
No.
No? So what kind of, let's say we have female floor work and we have male floor work. What is your idea? How do you come up with floor work?
What?
But like what kind of like, because I see like in your, in his pole art 2011, he uses a lot of nice hand balancing stuff, correct? Mm-hmm. So what is other stuff? Who do you look up to, let's say as an artist? Where do you find cool floor work?
I mean, you have a pole on your right and a pole on your left. You have to travel between these two poles. So we go through into like the movement, so the dance.
Yeah.
So take class, ballet class, just for know where you are on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, for the attitude. Take contemporary class. I love breakdance. Take breakdance class or watch breakdance. Pick the idea.
We love breakdance.
Capoeira. Check the capoeira also, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, like I did capoeira, I did breakdance, I did ballet, I did contemporary. Even if it was just a few, you know, it's you have to feed you know. You want to travel a pole from another pole from the floor? Well.
Yeah.
You know, this is dance, so just go and take your influence and make your own food, you know?
Yeah.
And share it.
Yeah. Okay, we have Sari saying, holy shit, Edouard, your body looks amazing. We all do agree. Greetings from Netherlands. Hello back to Holland.
Hello.
Okay, Owen is asking what exercises do you recommend for to strengthen your wrist and forearm?
My wrist and forearms.
That's a really good question, because I think a lot of people struggle from this particular part.
Yes, and that's funny because this is a real weakness when you walk, like on trapeze on the pole.
Yeah.
Personally, with Cirque, I'm doing 10 shows a week. I don't know if you imagine, but that's a lot.
What is that?
With Cirque du Soleil, 10 shows a week.
Okay.
So it's 2 shows by day.
Right.
So it's like 2 competitions by day, every day. You understand this? And I can say,
shit!
these forearms, my upper arms, is like stiff. You have no idea. And thankfully, we have physiotherapists who can take care of us. But that's the thing, you know. You really have to work this stuff. So I recommend suspension, you know, on a trapeze and walk the grab with your hand. I recommend like doing some push-ups. I recommend like doing some handstand.
Yeah.
Because you're like completely upside down, and this is like the first part who is in contact. This is not your foot. This is gonna be the connection with the floor. So upside down.
Definitely.
And then that's it. Work the endurance on it. It's like it's muscle. You know, all the body is making the same stuff.
Yeah.
The thing is here, the forearms. You can see it's like a thin part of the body, and you have a lot of muscle on the forearms. So it's really important to stretch and to let it breathe all the muscle, you know, like between them. So when you stiff, the muscle gets sticky together, so you have to release it. So you can feel like all the junction. So just pass on it, mass it, and you have tension, what we call like trigger points. So you find on the part here, like for example, is where all the tension is. There's an accumulation. So just press on it. It's painful, but do it because it's gonna let it flow all the blood and all the tension of the body. There's no secret. And ice, really important. Ice the elbow, ice the wrist. Every time when you have a pain, you know, like drink water, not 50, like you know, like not a bottle stretch, but just a little, you know, like a little, how to say, gorgée.
Like a gulp.
Like a little gulp, but like a lot of time, you know, during the day. And yeah, stretch, drink water, ice, really important.
Yeah.
It's like you will be like safe from the tendinite and all this stuff, really.
Yeah. And Owen, you're saying when you do your split grip, so this is the split grip right here. He says doing this kind of stuff would like hurt him so much afterwards he cannot do it for a couple of weeks.
What?
We're talking about like some major conditioning for this part. I would definitely go with that handstand idea. I mean, if this hurts so much, first of all, I would say turn your arm, because I'm not sure if your wrist is like flexible enough to do this. I'm not sure how it feels. And it's definitely some tension with the bone, and you should definitely like maybe not do it that much and really just strengthen the arms.
Yes.
Let's go to the next question. We have about, how many more minutes do we have, Mr. Poleranking? 4.
Ooh la la.
Okay. We have just a second. Oh, just some future plans. What are your plans for the future from now on?
What are my plans for the future? But I have to go back to Montreal.
Yes.
For continue all the training, the physiotherapy, and yeah, training the pole and be back on stage. So this is what the future is gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about the training now that you're back in the game now?
I'm back in the game, yeah.
Tell a little bit like how your injuries now, what can you do and what you're working on?
Wow, yeah.
Like how is the training part like?
I'm working like a cardio and conditioning about all the part of the body, like the transverse, the abs belt, the upper body with the shoulder and the arms, the legs, you know, like squat going up and down, the handstand, really important, and the whole thing together, like more with, for example, like we did with Ona. If you come to Jimmy, like really, you will see what is it to use the complete body with like all the cardio together. That's really exhausting, and this is how is it. First time I did my act for Cirque du Soleil, I was so exhausted.
Yeah.
But after you take the stuff, you know, and this is fine. But yeah, I work like this, flexibility. I go to the gym and I work my handstand and I work my pole. You know, it's like this is the thing. But I'm training every day, you know, and not just a little bit in the morning or in the afternoon. It's like I work all day, every day. I take care of my alimentation. I take care about my sleep. Have a good sleep, it's important. Eat well, it's important. Drink water, that's really important. You know, that's you work with your body. You have to take care of it, and that's it. So I'm so eager to going back to Montreal. It's gonna be pretty soon, and that's it. So actually, I have a lot of fun to meet all these people, and I'm so thankful for them for this year, like to take me to them place and just to share for the pleasure, and that's really awesome. Like really, we have like a really nice community, and this is a big family, and we all share the same thing, verticality. So that's pretty cool. So thank you everybody for that. Thank you all the people I met, you know, like during my life and during all my year of rehabilitation. Like this is like, I don't have the word for that, but like, thank you. And that's it. So for the future, maybe like on a month, I will be back in Montreal, then training my act and be followed by specialists, you know, and be back on stage. I mean, yeah, that's the future, and I love it.
Okay.
Fini.
That's great. We are gonna do one more. There's somebody asking if you're gonna come to the UK with Cirque du Soleil.
If I'm gonna come to the UK with Cirque du Soleil, I don't know. That's the newest show in 2012. So we did Canada.
Yeah.
Now we are in US, and we'll see.
Yeah.
I hope, finger crossed, like we go to Europe. So if we go to Europe, I guess we go to UK. Check on the website cirquedusoleil.com and you will see all the shows. And I know they like some shows. It's gonna come soon, or maybe they are like in the UK.
Yeah.
And so they are everywhere, and that's really amazing shows. So go there, like watch this. It's like the cream of the cream, really, and nice acrobat. So just enjoy yourself, and not just that. Like watch everything you can. Like feed yourself, really.
Yeah.
That's it.
We want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you for your great comments. They were really nice. Thanks to everybody who watched it. Thank you for Poleranking, for doing this live stream. And shall we do one more flag on the skull bar?
Oh la la. Together?
Oh la la. Are you ready? You can go higher. I can go lower.
My hand is slippery.
Let's go. Bye!
Ciao! Ok. 1v6.
C'est fini ou quoi?
On verra.